Yes, another
Klay Thompson! You disgusting piece of... You cheated on Meg the Stallion? No, that's not why Klay Thompson's a cheater. Klay Thompson's a cheater because he broke the NBA. Look at him. You ever thought Klay Thompson would be a 4-time NBA champion? No, he cheated the odds. Screw Meg the Stallion. What I care about is what Klay Thompson has done for the game of basketball. Him and Stephen Curry, right? The dynamic duo. The Splash Bros. In the shadows. Every single year. You know, people are saying Klay Thompson could be the best shooter ever. Klay Thompson, what did he do? Score 60 points with 4 dribbles or 37 and a quarter with 4 dribbles? Every single night, there was a chance Klay Thompson could have had 80. One game where he woke up like, hey, I'm Klay Thompson. Yeah, screw it. I'm going to make 10 threes in a row. It could have happened on any given night. This man was known as Game 6 Klay. Saved the Warriors. Beat the Oklahoma City Thunder when Kevin Durant, the Durantula, the cupcake, was still there. And what happened? What happened? You might be thinking, oh, it's just one big Game 6. They beat the Thunder. Didn't really matter all that much. No. Game 6 Klay beating the OKC Thunder in that playoff series was the last time Kevin Durant played for OKC. At that point, when they were up 3-1, he's like, yeah, you know what? I'm Kevin Durant. I might be going to the NBA Finals. Game 6 Klay said otherwise. Then the entire NBA turned and shifted because Kevin Durant ended up leaving the Oklahoma City Thunder that year after blowing it because Klay Thompson said, I'm going to cheat the game. I'm going to be one of the most underrated shooters players in NBA history and beat you. And Kevin Durant jumped ship and went to Golden State. He joined him, Klay, Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and that was the dirtiest, sackiest, wussy move in sports history. But you know what? It was worth it. They won 2 NBA championships as a collective. Why? Because of Klay Thompson. That would have never, ever have happened if it wasn't for Klay Thompson being who he is and being able to drop and win a game on his own. And still, of course, Stephen Curry got all the spotlight. Sure, makes sense. Stephen Curry's handsome. Well, so is Klay. He has colored eyes. Beautiful. And he is the best point guard in NBA history. Okay, maybe 1 or 2. Okay, maybe Magic Johnson's still the best. But in my opinion, Stephen Curry is still the best point guard of all time. And Klay has been in his shadow every single year. So yeah, Klay Thompson can cheat. Klay Thompson can do whatever the hell Klay Thompson wants. What does Klay Thompson do after big games? What does Klay Thompson do after a breakup with Meg the Stallion? Goes on a sick-ass boat, hops on Instagram Live, and just vibes. Shows that you don't have to be a big, strong, tough guy to be in the NBA. You can just sit on a boat and just dance to Lil Uzi, prime Lil Uzi, and not let anything affect you. That's why he's called the captain of his boat. Klay Thompson has showed us. You don't have to be the most athletic. You don't have to be the most talked about. You can just be pretty damn boring. Just, yeah, I'm Klay Thompson. Yeah, I'll make a couple threes. I don't have to dribble. No, I'll just shoot. Yeah, Stephen Curry, yes, he's my teammate. Yeah, I know they all talk about him and they all say he's the best shooter ever, blah, 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 blah. But I'm also here too. I'm a person too. I'm an underrated, one of the best number 2 options ever. As a number two, except when Kevin Durant was there, except when KD was there, Klay Thompson was the reason the Warriors won so many championships. He was a number 2 option that was able to win championships. Do you know how hard that is to find a number 2 that can get you there? Klay Thompson lit it up every single year, made me nut everywhere, made me the excitement I had knowing every time he shoots the ball, it's probably gonna go in. He has a mean mug face, calls out other people, gets in fights with Devin Booker, calls people corny, always points to his rings like, I got 4 of them. Klay Thompson, yeah, Google me, buddy. So yeah, Klay Thompson can't cheat. And you know what? Klay Thompson reminds me of being forgotten like Harry Potter. People forget every single year. Oh yeah, Klay, the wash player in the Mavericks, Klay. No, that's the same Klay who did all of that, had the ability to explode any given night. Just like we forget one of the best movie series of all time, Harry Potter. People love to say, oh, Star Wars, which is great. Oh, Marvel, pretty badass. Lord of the Rings. But what about the Harry Potter movie franchise? What about Harry Potter, a wizard, the chosen one, the man who survived a fight from Voldemort, the boy who lived, the boy who gave us one of the best series ever, movies ever, The Goblet of Fire, The Prisoner of Azkaban. Yeah, people forget. He's just the Harry Potter series, Harry Potter himself is just like the little brother, the little guy who helped the big man win, the little guy who just doesn't give the love and the credit he so rightfully deserves. That's the same exact thing with Klay Thompson. The same thing. Everyone wants to remember Steph. Everyone remembers when KD went there and helped them get over the hump and just win 2 more. That Warriors dynasty, right? Steve Kerr. They even talk about Draymond Draymond Green more because Draymond Green kicked about 47,500 people in the balls throughout their entire Warriors dynasty. But Klay Thompson is not getting enough love. People are like, who's Klay Thompson? All these girls like, oh, Klay Thompson, the guy that cheated on Meg? I didn't even know who Klay Thompson was before Meg the Stallion. Buddy, do your research. 4-time NBA champion. One of the best three-point shooters of all time. A forgotten star who should never ever be forgotten again. Never ever say you don't remember who Klay Thompson was. Oh, I only know because of Meg. No, Klay Thompson is as big as Meg. Klay Thompson made moolah. Klay Thompson made going on a boat, driving a boat even more badass than it already is. He can do whatever he wants. Sure, he's washed now, but everyone gets washed. You weren't there to see prime Klay Thompson. The fear, the entire Oracle arena screaming, Warriors, Warriors, Warrior, and the impact. The impact. You know, everyone wants to say, oh, Stephen Curry changed the entire way the NBA's played. Stephen Curry is the reason everyone just shoots threes now. It's so boring. They don't go to the rim. They don't draw blood anymore. Like the good old days when we draw blood. Hey, remember, Klay Thompson also changed the game too. Klay Thompson is the splash bro. There's two bros. That's why bros is plural. Splash bros. Klay and Steph. It's not just Stephen Curry. It's also Klay Thompson who helped change the game. You could say he helped ruin it if you're one of those guys that says, I want them to drive. I want more blood. So yeah, Klay Thompson also helped change the game, change the way of basketball. So when people shoot a little trash can into a ball and say, Curry, Kobe, MJ, no, little kids should also be screaming, Klay Thompson, because Klay Thompson was the man who was always next to Stephen Curry. The man who was also helping Oracle Arena scream Warriors after clutch splash threes. It wasn't just Steph. This is no knock on Steph, but he did have a man right beside him who would pass the ball right to him on the wing, top of the key. It was him. You can never leave those two open. The second you did, you know exactly the result. It was going in almost every single time. So yeah, Klay Thompson is a cheater because Klay Thompson broke the NBA too. He cheated the game in the best way possible. He was the reason Kevin Durant was a Warrior, even though that's kind of a bad thing because Game 6 Klay was so badass. He turned the tides of every NBA branch timeline. What if KD never left? What if KD did blah, 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 blah? That was Klay. That was the big cojones, big balls, gorilla nuts Klay Thompson. So yeah, we all knew who Klay Thompson was before Meg the Stallion, and we will all know who Klay Thompson was after Meg the Stallion. I'm not condoning cheating in a relationship. No, that's messed up. But what I am condoning is being one of the best unforgotten NBA players of all time, just like Harry Potter was forgotten. Never forget Harry Potter and never forget the greatness of Klay Thompson. Two amazing things, two things that are not talked about enough. Thank you so much for watching. Chosen Sports is at war versus ESPN, and we are fighting every single day to be bigger than them. So please, please subscribe and support our channel every day. It means a lot.